Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I believe we are live. Alright, we joined you with live coverage today of a severe weather system. Ongoing tornado warning is inactive in Paducah, Kentucky. Multiple warnings across the country. Our main area tonight is going to be up here in the Dakotas, also into Montana. So we're going to see how this unfolds tonight. Keep in mind, flash flood emergency is going to be in effect. Over here for Petersburg, Oakland City, Winslow, and Otwell. In Indiana, take shelter. Well, get to higher ground, I should say. Take shelter if you're in Paducah. Over here in Lone Oak, a strong storm capable of producing a tornado has been confirmed by the National Weather Service. Tornado is trying to come together here near Paducah, Kentucky. Take shelter now. Okay, finishing setting everything up here real quick. Okay, we should now be good. Alright. So today we're looking out for the chance of tornadoes, some of which could end up being intense tornadoes today. So we do need to stress everybody out here. We know that if we know anybody in these zones that are watching out today, I would let them know that they could maybe get some pretty strong storms. Now, where you do need to maybe message or call somebody, if they are in Paducah, Kentucky, tornado is trying to come together here in Paducah, Kentucky. So we're going to be taking shelter. Okay. Earlier today, we had severe floods ongoing over here. The current situation, I'm not sure, but I do know near Richmond there was some pretty significant damage. But we need to take shelter still in Paducah. This warning is in effect for the next 9 minutes. Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna check out our northern warnings real quickly here. Also, can we update the counter there? Thank you. Okay, so we're still watching out this one. This one did just now get a tornado possible tag from the National Weather Service. There is a bit of a mesocyclone with this storm in particular, so we're keeping an eye on that. We do have a considerable storm here. This has lime-sized hail. This one has tennis ball-sized hail. Yeah, the clock is way off. Alright, we're good now. It's working. Okay, we're good now. We're good. We're good again. Sorry. Had to fix that there real quickly. But Paducah, Kentucky, we're still taking shelter. Tornado trying to come back together. Some broad and weak rotation continues to be ongoing there in Paducah. If there is a tornado, it'd be coming into the south side of town. We'll go ahead and go through our main areas real quickly before things get crazy. Over here in Colorado, situation's unfolding. We have two storms over here. Southern one's gonna be a bit stronger. Well, wait, what? Oh, that's for alpha down. That's for alpha boundary. Okay, but those storms are capable of producing some winds and maybe some hail. Over here is gonna be some of our strongest storms currently. This is our strongest by far, other than the tornadic one. This one is trying to produce a tornado. It's not been successful quite yet. So we're gonna watch that as that unfolds. And then we got some storms down here in the Carolinas. Monroe, severe thunderstorm warning in effect. But Newbern, severe thunderstorm warning in effect, 60 mile an hour winds. Back over here to Paducah. And a new tornado warning is now in effect.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So we're taking shelter. Paducah, they did go ahead and extend this warning out all the way to Calvert City and Grand Rivers. Okay? This will include parts of Illinois and Kentucky. So Calvert City, Grand Rivers, and Reedland. We're taking shelter from a tornado right now, trying to come together. We got two cells really here, but this is for the back one. The active warning is. That's what that's for. Is this one new up here? No, it's not. Okay, we're good then. We're taking shelter in Paducah as this tornado is trying to get together now. So we're good now. Still getting everything set it up. So Paducah, we're taking shelter still. So for the next 48 minutes, a tornado warning will be in effect. We'll see how this all unfolds today. But currently, we're taking shelter. Counties in that tornado warning down south are going to be Massac, Pope, Livingston, Lyon, McCracken, Marshall. 51,000 people are going to be affected by that one. So we're taking shelter down there. Still watching out to see if this one gets a warning. I think it might soon. It's definitely a convincing signature as of now, but it is very contaminated and high up, so we have to kind of lessen that a bit. So, but as of now, for the next 48 minutes, we're still taking shelter, okay? That warning over there, and that's the western one, is about to expire. So West Paducah, Lone Oak, and Brookport, you should be able to come out of your shelters pretty soon. And it now just expired. Active warning count is back down to 1, as that one was just now allowed to expire. Okay, anything else? Alright, right now we're waiting for an update from the National Weather Service and the next scan of the radar. I'm gonna come look at this one again. Let's see if we have anyone, a chaser out there we can look at on our end. To see if this is rotating at all or what. What's the deal with that? So the broadest storm. Can we get a look at that? If possible. That'd be great. Flash flood warning back here. It's going to be for quite a bit of Kentucky there. The western part there. From some storms. And has led to possible flash flooding underway. Over here, we're still watching out as another convective system comes into the area where we had very intense, really intense flooding earlier today. Over here towards the Richmond and McKee area, where there has been significant reports of damage from earlier today. Flash flood emergency is going to be still in effect right here for Winslow, Oakland City, Somerville, and Otwell. So rain is going to be stopping pretty soon. I'd say within the next 30 minutes, definitely it should be over. For the short term, at least. You could get some more later on tonight, though, so keep an eye on that. as time moves on. But currently, reports of large-scale flooding ongoing here. Emergency management reported that. Check out our Paducah tornado warning. Rotation's still not super strong, but my guess is they likely got a report. If I had to guess. It says radar indicated, so yeah. But I mean, there is rotation, but it's not super strong right now, so. There's definitely some rotation, but it's not super duper strong or anything like that, so. The thing was just expanded up here. Oh, wow. How is that not a warning? I mean, I'm kind of shocked that's not a tornado warning right now. If you want my honest opinion, I would, if I was in charge of it, I would have issued it there. Just saying. We're keeping an eye out. We're definitely gonna take shelter over here. As that goes on, we'll go ahead and take a look at our future cast for our southern region and our northern region here. This is gonna be the HRRR. this is about right now. So in between that thought right now, we're gonna see some new cells pop up near Clarksville, and then move eastwards. So Clarksville, Tennessee, within the next 2-3 hours, you should have some storms. For our northern area up here, our current cells are expected to move into this environment here, where we could see some stronger storms, I should say, and maybe a tornado or two, if these storms get organized up here and isolated. I have no doubt we'll see a tornado later today with that. So that's the current situation. Let's get the satellite on the you can see this is the current situation of our storms. Was that just a new tornado warning that was just issued? Yeah, okay. So another tornado warning has just been issued. That's going to be
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Areas west of Paducah, or in the town of West Paducah. Metropolis, Brookport, and Jopa are taking shelter now. Some pretty decent rotation now coming together. So we're back up to 2 active warnings, alright? So we need to be taking shelter in the areas affected by these areas. Well, that didn't make no sense, did it? In the areas in the path of these storms. Back to what we're doing though, satellite, real quickly. You can see right now. Alright, so Buffalo. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright, we're all good now. Oh, by the way, that new warning has 31,000 people in the path. But this is our current situation with the satellite, long wave, IR, infrared. That's what that means. You can see we have very high cloud tops over here. That's going to be our storms over here, supercells. And you can see the ones over here, they're now starting to get really tall too. Meaning we could see some tornadoes starting to really get going over there. we'll see on this next scan if this rotation gets any tighter. If that gets any tighter, it could put down a tornado pretty quick, so we'll just have to watch as this unfolds to that right now. Alright, interestingly enough, they did go ahead and allow that southernest warning to expire there, so it should go down. There we go. We're back down to one tornado warning, as that southern storm that did have the tornado warning was now just allowed to expire. We'll check on back up north there.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Where is that at? Where's that new warning at? Is this it? That's the one we already covered. Well, on my end, I can see there's 12,000 people there, but I can't find the darn thing. Oh, that's an organ. Oh, wow. Tornado warning in Oregon. That's some decent rotation, too. That's no joke. That could actually be a tornado trying to come together now in Oregon. Of all places. Wow. So that's something. That's not on a wrist. That's pretty far away from even the closest wrist. So that's something right there. But yeah, definitely a chance of tornado trying to come together there near Malala. It could have been a quick spin up, but we'll have to watch out for that for a bit. Back to what we were doing. This one still is yet to get a tornado warning. That is just weird. That is some very interesting stuff. I mean, it's definitely side-lobed and contaminated a bit, probably. This one's mezzo is going pretty high up, and it actually does have a decently tight low-level couplet there. Why can I not click the right thing? There we go. And it does have high up rotation, so I think this one is going to be here to stay for a while. Near Metropolis there. Metropolis. So yeah. Okay, let's see. We're going to have to watch out for these storms coming up out of Wyoming as approach Hot Springs there. these storms could end up producing tornadoes as they get closer towards the Rapid City area in South Dakota. Back down to our main warning. We're going to be waiting on a new scan. Should come in about 2 minutes. Because that rotation is starting to grab my eye a bit there. And it is starting to look pretty concerning. I don't want full screen, thank you. So Mulatto, we're still taking shelter. We're going to have to watch if any of these other ones end up producing a warning. Because this one did it, other ones likely could, so I have to watch out there. So right now we're just waiting for a new scan. Okay, did we get that new scan? I think we did. Yes. So, rotation is not quite... It's not quite as strong as it was, but it's definitely still there. So I would be taking shelter, especially, it's like right on top of the West Kentucky State Wildlife Management Area. It's right exactly where this thing is. So take shelter. We'll go check on that Oregon warning. Rotation is not really there anymore, but we're still going to take shelter, because that if the way that span up the first time, it could very well do it again. You can see that kind of very rapidly happened. So I would go ahead and remain in your shelters in case it does try to come back together, just to stay safe. On reflectivity, the storm is looking a bit less organized currently, so we'll have to see how that ends up playing out. Real quickly, did they go? Is that? Hold on, let me look at something real quickly. Yeah, okay, there we go. While we have a break, I do want to mention something quickly. 20% chance in the next 7 days we have a tropical system develop off the coast of the Carolinas, Georgia, and Florida. So it's something to watch as we go on through the week. Could be a tropical storm attempting to get together. Just interesting there. We're still watching this Metropolis storm. The rotation is still there, but it is weaker, so we'll check up on the Mola storm. This is a decently populated area. It's not like super populated, but rotation is pretty much just gone now, so we'll have to monitor that for a bit. So, and we will be with you right back when we get an update for you. We'll give you that information right as it comes out, because we're waiting for it, waiting for the next scan, just like you are. So. One thing that just kind of caught my eye here, this little pop-up that had just come up, I'm noticing some info that could maybe become something interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on this. I don't like the way that's starting to set up, so just y'all watch out for that area there. Because that is going to be in the 5% slight risk for tornadoes, so. And was a new tornado warning just issued? I think it was. Yes, it was. Alright.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So, Calvert City, we're taking shelter. That's going to be for the same storm that did have a warning. Rotations kind of come back together a bit, inflow mainly. So, we're going to definitely be taking shelter. Alright? Take shelter for Calvert City. Areas near Luca, Cooper Landing, Stanley Landing, Altona, New Bern, and areas south of Smithland. Noticing our area of interest on our western tornado warning, not the one in Oregon, the western one in Kentucky and Illinois. So reflectivity is starting to get back together a little bit, but definitely not as organized as eastern one as of now. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. on that latest scan, we saw this storm continues to try and organize. Is that I believe that's an outflow boundary right there. Let me check that. I think that's an outflow boundary. And if that is an outflow boundary, that will lead to its western storm likely to slowly kind of die off, as its warm supply of air will be cut off. Let me see if that is an outflow boundary. If that could, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's an outflow boundary, but if it is, we will notice because this one will start dying off. So, yeah. But that could also be a sign that this one's RFD is starting to ramp up a bit, meaning we could see this storm start to intensify. So, once again, we're going to keep an eye out for that. Did they just issue a new one? No, they didn't. Okay. I thought they issued a new flash flood emergency. Tornado warning remains in effect out here, all the way in Oregon. It should be expiring pretty soon. 21 minutes still on it. They might let that go a bit earlier. But yeah, rotation, that storm's pretty much just gone now, so. We'll just see how that unfolds. We'll check back in on our North Carolina storms really quickly. Rockingham, Wadesboro, pretty decent storm coming in. Jacksonville, in the areas here north and east, are getting a severe thunderstorm with 60-mile-an-hour winds. We got a bunch of warnings up here. Mostly going to be for hail, but some wind's going to be in there too. Is this one still rotating like it was? Let's see. Yes, it is. This one's also rotating really good too. We could be getting... Well, actually, a lot of these have mesocyclones on them. That could be setting up to be not great. Not a great situation. Wish that radar wasn't out right now. We'd have a good view of these storms with that. We still do have these tornado warnings over here, which are going to be the main concern for a bit more. Currently, we're just waiting on something new to report on. I think things could pop off at any moment with these northern storms. I mean, I am still shocked this thing is not warned. Once again, I know it's contaminated. I know it's kind of side lobes, but still. This one's also rotating pretty good. Tornado is considered possible with it, so. They did allow that one up here to expire. So the counter should go down. Keyword should. So we're focused now totally on these two. Not liking the way this one's setting up right now. It is kind of concerning to me. The Western one should be expiring pretty soon, so soon you'll be able to come out of your safe spots. Hopefully you'll be done for the night, but no promises. Now, Cabot City, you got a while to go. At least 16 minutes in your shelter. So get comfortable. This is when the rotation should arrive over the areas. Let me get that on screen. There we go. It was kind of cut off. Let me move that to this side. That looks better. That's going to be all your areas possibly in the path of this rotation. Right there, so. Yes, we're just watching out. Waiting for something new. Is that counter ever going to go down? There it goes. Okay. How to do a manual. Never mind, they just reissued it.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
That didn't last long. Did it? Okay, quick checkup up here. Still no warnings. I don't know. That's just interesting, to say the least. I don't know how long that'll last. But if you make sure everybody if you know anybody out here, I would recommend them maybe sending them something to let them know. Send them like someone's live stream or broadcast. Tell them to tune into the local news. Do something to get their attention out here. To make sure they know tonight we have tornadoes trying to come down. Right here we do. Actively. There's sirens in the distance. That's not good. But Calvert City, Gilbertsville, and Nuka, we do need to be taking shelter. All right. As this storm, it does look pretty intense to me, and it looks like honestly it could put down a tornado any minute. This right here is going to be called the hook appendage. When we see this over top velocity couplet, that means tornado is likely trying to form. You can see here, this is going to be that warm, moist air right through here. And this rain's cooling down the air behind this thing. Okay? So all the air behind it, to the west of it, in this case, is cooled down now by all the rain, leading to that warm and cold air, which you learn likely in school. When that hits each other, it can sometimes lead to instability, leading to possible tornadoes or big storms. In this case, it's attempting to lead into a tornado. So we'll see how that works out. We'll go ahead and check really quickly on this storm down here. I'm not really seeing immediate danger right now for Gainesboro, but I'd still be watching out, so. Real quickly up here, still no warnings. Wow, that is something else, right? Isn't it? Current time is going to be 7:06 Eastern. Oh. Where'd the clock? Okay, whatever. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call this off for now. Everybody have a great night. Things are still not working properly, but